Good evening and welcome to 1010, your top 10 news in 10 minutes. I'm Andy Hong. It feels good to be back in this chair. We did have some adjustments in the studio as per the renovation, but you won't notice it because they're all pretty much off camera. Anyways, we'll get back into the news. The East Coast is being pounded by a record snowstorm. First, the DC area was put under a full state of readiness, and now New York City. All non-essential travels have been banned, with bridges and transport suspended for up to 25 inches of snow, one of the worst in the city's history. Berkeley County in West Virginia received 40 inches of snow, which, for our metric-using friends, over a meter of snow. 85 million Americans have been affected since Friday, with 11 states in a state of emergency and 13 reported deaths due to the storm. Over 4,300 flights have been canceled for Saturday alone, stranding travelers and causing ripples in flight plans domestically and internationally. Canada was hit by a rare school shooting in La Lachey, a community in northern Saskatchewan, that left 4 dead. I called the shooting rare as firearms are heavily restricted in Canada. Only shotguns and rifles for hunting are non-restricted, with nearly all handguns and automatic weapons or military-grade weapons being completely off limits for civilian use. Gun-related crime in Canada is 1 in every 200,000, which is 7 times lower than America, but Saskatchewan and Manitoba are known to have the most crime in Canada in general. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, currently in Davos, Switzerland for the World Economic Forum, called the shooting every parent's worst nightmare and praised the first responders' handling of the situation. The small community of Flint, Michigan, has been under close public scrutiny after the news broke of the community being exposed to highly toxic water. As a recap, the community seeking to save money changed its water supply from Detroit's supply to the local river, which is so corrosive that it wore off the lead from the water pipes, lead that ended up in the residents' bodies. Michigan's Governor Rick Snyder has apologized to the community of 100,000, but he is still being called to resign for his slow response. Some call it a class issue in which the problems of a poor community of mostly African Americans are being ignored by the government. For now, one of the chief concerns is the harmful effects of lead in Flint's children. Back in California, 3 inmates who are held for violent crimes escaped an Orange County jail. They did disappear at 5 a.m. Friday from a jail in Santa Ana, the first escape in the past 20 years for the prison. Hossein Nairi was being held after fleeing to Iran after kidnap and murder. Jonathan Tu was being held on $1 million bond for gang-related murder, and Baek Duong was held without bond for attempted murder, assault, and felony. The search is still ongoing around the area. Takata, known for its defective airbags that spray shrapnel upon expansion, has now increased its recall after the 10th reported death caused by the airbags. 2 additional recalls cover 5 million inflators in Ford, Volkswagen, Honda, Daimler, Audi, Mazda, Saab, and BMW. Of the 10 deaths, 9 were in the United States, along with around 100 injuries. It has been reported that the company has considered a tie-up with the chemical company Daiso Corporation to, according to the Japan Times, split up their respective inflator businesses to jointly establish a new company. Despite its troubles, Takata is still one of the largest names in the crucial airbag business. As a result, we can only hope that the situation is corrected and corrected soon. Otto Frederick Warmbier, a college student from the University of Virginia, was detained by the North Korean government for, according to them, attempting to perform hostile acts against the government. He has been detained for quite a while now, as he was first held on January 2nd at the Pyongyang airport during a tourist visit with Young Pioneer Tours, a Chinese company. The North Korean government accused Warmbier of attempting to bring down the regime with support from the U.S. government. Given the tense situation between North and South Korea right now, it will be difficult to arrange his release, but the family is working with the U.S. State Department, the North Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Swedish Embassy, one of the few organizations that carries some consular services for U.S. citizens. And we might get another billionaire in the election. Former mayor of New York City, Michael Bloomberg, is said to be pondering a presidential bid as an independent. He has been reported to have assembled a staff to develop plans, and he is predicted to input $1 billion from his own fortune into the race. As Bernie Sanders is overtaking party favorite Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump is defeating all of the traditional Republican candidates, there's a large population of voters who are torn in this political upheaval. There's no doubt that Bloomberg will be targeting that audience for his bid. But to counter that, of course, Donald Trump has brought out his trump card. Sarah Palin, former governor of Alaska, Tea Party favorite, and according to Stephen Colbert, the original Material Girl, emerged to endorse Donald Trump in a rambling speech. You'll get a good idea of how it went down from this clip.
A president is to keep us safe economically and militarily. He knows the main thing, and he knows how to lead the charge. So troops, hang in there because help's on the way, because he, better than anyone, isn't he known for being able to command fire?
Yeah, get ready, Bloomberg. If you do run, it's not just money versus money anymore. Get ready to face the Palin. But if you think about it, poor Ted Cruz, he's gotten quite some support from the Tea Party, and now he got snubbed by its biggest figure in what may cost him the Iowa caucus. Like, poor guy. The Swiss army has announced that 12 soldiers on duty at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland have been sent home for the use of cannabis and cocaine. There are 4,500 soldiers on duty at the forum, a meeting of the world's top leaders, entrepreneurs, and celebrities. One of them will face criminal investigations for being in possession of 3 grams of cocaine, while another 7 will simply face disciplinary action. Finally, for tonight's science news, Amazon CEO and founder Jeff Bezos conducted the flight of his company's New Shepard rocket again, but this time showing signs of reuse. The rocket used the same hardware and system as the previous one launched back in November, but this time Mr. Bezos announced that the rocket was successfully launched and landed. For the past years in spacecraft history, rockets were used as a one-time vessel. However, a new era is coming as entrepreneurs such as Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk continues to develop reusable rockets like the New Shepard and Falcon X. We just might be getting to a replacement for the space shuttle, but I must admit, these rockets don't have the same appeal as the shuttle. And that was the 1010 News of the Week. I'm Andy Hong. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back next week with more of your top 10 news in 10 minutes. Stay educated.